What's going on, guys? Dustin here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube.
Oh.
What's going on, guys? Dustin here with Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube, and today I'm joined with Keaton.
Hi.
Normally behind the camera, today Keaton's in front of the camera.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Little change up because Fuller is king of hammers today. So he's out doing cool stuff in the desert. And we're here, we're back with an episode of This or That. So Colin's behind the camera today. He's gonna ask us some questions and we'll go from there.
Sick.
Before we jump into it,
we
have this really cool hoodie. And if you haven't checked it out yet, you can check it out at customoffsets.com/giveaway. Buy this hoodie, it gets you entered to win any lift kit from BDS, any size, any finish ARKONs. Fury's gonna hook it up with the tires, Black Label Lighting is gonna hook it up with some rock lights, and Offsets Garage is gonna do the labor for the install, should you choose. So check it out, customoffsets.com/giveaway.
Built race truck or built pre-runner?
Ooh. So it depends on what kind of race truck, right? Because you can have like circle track trucks or like rally trucks. But either way, those are all awesome.
I'm taking Ken Block's truck.
Ooh.
Period.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That adds, I didn't even think about that, but that adds a whole nother level of complexity. Because that thing's awesome. He's like, and then there's the one shot where he's, what is that, Gymkhana 10, I think, where the camera's inside the truck and it like rotates around.
Yeah, crazy.
I think I'm gonna have to go race truck on this one as well, because that's wicked cool.
It's like kind of like both though, you know, right?
Yeah, I mean, kinda.
But
so.
no, Ken Block's truck.
Ken Block's truck, race truck.
Blazer or Scout?
Does he specify what generation Blazer?
No.
No? Well, if you compare period to period, the Scout's pretty cool. You could get the Scout, well, you get them both with a V8, I guess. I like the Scout. Josh has got a Scout, and it's super cool. He's got solid axles all the way around. Just set up as a really nice kind of trail rig. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go International Scout. They look cool, they function really well, they sound great.
Yeah, I would do Scout too, just pretty much solely based off seeing what Josh sends his through.
There's that one video of Josh from Jeep Camp this year where it's like a snow cavern with a little like trail cut through it, and Josh just mats the fucking throttle and full send, and it's hilarious because the Scout is a little bit bigger for like an SUV compared to like a Jeep and stuff, so it's funny to watch him just full send right through it. So,
hell yeah,
absolutely.
Would you rather do a grandpa build or full overland build?
What? Overland.
Absolutely, all day long. Although grandpa builds are kind of cool, I guess, depending on what you define as grandpa builds.
True.
But like John Chartier has, I would say, more of an adult build on his truck, and it's super cool. It's very minimal. You know, it's nothing super crazy, but it drives really well. But with that being said, I'm going overland all day, every day, hands down. Rooftop tent, just pull, you know, maybe a little pup trailer in the back with all your stuff. Just disappear for a week.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I'd much rather have something I can go out on a trip and cook in the back and camp versus, you know, something like a cool daily.
Yeah, hang a hammock from like the tent in the trailer or something, just hang out all day.
For real.
Yeah. Cool.
Bagged TRD Tacoma or Overland Ridgeline?
What?
You know what the Honda Ridgeline is, right? With like the it's like the minivan pickup truck thing.
I feel like you have to go Tacoma.
I feel like a bag Tacoma
Does anyone do that?
Baller. I don't even know if it exists.
We'll search the internet. We'll see.
Yeah, if it does, I feel like it would be baller. Like that question would make Fuller really upset. Because when Fuller thinks Tacomas, it's TRD Tacoma, 17x9 methods with 33s or 35s, overland build only. You know.
Yeah.
But it'd be super cool for that reason to just roll up to a show and air out a Tacoma, because it's not super commonplace, you know.
But also, an overlanded Ridgeline? You'd be the only person probably in the world.
There's a reason for that.
But hey,
I'm not a big Ridgeline.
Me neither, but I guess
it'd be cool to be different though.
Yeah. I understand the appeal.
So what are you picking?
I'm gonna go Tacoma still, just because I feel like it's still out there, and I've never seen it. Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never seen a bag Tacoma, but it'd be super cool.
So either way, they're different, and it seems to be less cringy, I guess.
It also really depends what generation Tacoma, because like the new ones would look kind of goofy bag, but like the old ones were much smaller and very mini truck style, you know.
Yeah.
So that'd be really cool. Put some big dub ballers on it and air it out, you know.
Yeah, that'd be it's like going back in time almost.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Daily a SEMA build or trail abuse a SEMA build?
I'm
Who's
going
paying for it?
Yeah, okay, that's a good question. I just assumed since I don't own a SEMA truck,
Right.
I'm not paying for it. So based off that, I'm gonna trail the with it.
I would daily it, I think.
Really?
I do think so. I think it'd be cool. It would be obnoxious, and you would not be able to find parking anywhere, and it would take you, you'd have to go like around the block to pull into parking lots and stuff because it takes so much to turn. But how cool would it be to roll up every day, like going to get groceries and just like hop out of a truck with a 12-inch lift?
You need like a ladder to get up there though.
Is that a short trail?
Might be.
Damn. But I just think it'd be cool to like roll up to pick your kids up from soccer practice in the K350, you know?
True.
It'd be awesome. Yeah, I would daily it. That'd be fun.
Rebuild any vintage truck. Go.
All right, this one was premeditated for me, so I already know exactly what I'm gonna choose.
All right, what do you got?
I'm
Let
gonna
me hear it.
choose a mid-'80s or early '90s G-Wagon, lifted like 2 inches.
Just enough.
Maybe it's not a truck, but I'm gonna call it a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then throw some big meaty wheels in it and call it a day.
A G-Wagon would be dope. All right, so I've had this build in my head for a long time that I've always wanted to do. And let me preface this by saying I've always been a GM and a Ford guy. I was not really a Dodge guy, but I've always wanted to build a first-gen Cummins with the 12 valve and like reverse level it so it sits a little bit lower, put some like 12 wide so it's got some poke, Cummins, lowered, 12 wides with poke, 6-speed transmission, single bed stack, and just like hook it up to a trailer and just blow smoke, shift gears all day long.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that's
Lower, wow, I wasn't expecting that.
yeah, not like slammed, but like reverse level.
Right,
you know,
right.
just so it brings it down a little bit, and then it gets that really like wide kind of bulldoggy stance, I
Yeah.
guess you could call it. So
That'd be sick.
yeah, it'd be awesome.
Favorite ARKON wheel and why?
I really like the new Caesar. I think it looks super good. It's got it's true directional. It's got those really thin spokes that come out. I just think it's a great looking wheel. It looks good in some of the smaller sizes. ARKON doesn't make small sizes, but it looks good smaller. It looks good really big. It looks really good in directional. It looks really good in black and milled. I love it.
Cool. Yeah, I would do the Triumph. I just like wheels with like less negative space. So I think like the Lincoln is not necessarily my style. I like wheels that are more full. And it just reminds me of like a big tank wheel. I think on Rainey's truck, it looks really good.
Yeah, it's wild to me how good that wheel looks in both like a 22 and a 24, and even I think Rainey might even be on 26. They're big, but it just looks really good. I know when I interviewed John for the podcast a couple weeks ago, John had said that that was kind of his main inspiration, was very military grade, and they just look really, really good, especially in that bronze that Sean's got on the K3 or on the daily. Oh, so good.
The removable ring too, I think it's a nice touch. You can customize it or keep it how it is, and it's just that extra added detail.
Yeah, it's that extra 10% that really makes it your own. Yeah, absolutely.
Bonus question. Would you rather be able to control fire or water?
Whoa, what?
Is this a bonus question?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You have to say bonus question, Colin.
That's all right, we'll edit it in. Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather be able to control water or fire?
I don't know what I'm choosing. I'm gonna choose water because literally everything is made of water. You're made of water? I could probably kill you just by making your water boil inside you.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're fire. There's nothing fire around us. I guess I could like snap my fingers and make fire, maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm gonna choose water.
I'm gonna choose water as well, but it's for a very different reason. I am petrified of water.
Really?
I can't swim.
Really?
Yeah, I can't swim. So like, anyway, I can't swim. I've always not done super well with water, so I would like to control water so that way I don't have to have this unnerving fear of water in my life.
Yeah, you just like split the
I
Red
could just
Sea
be like,
and just walk through
whoppa, just go for a stroll, you know?
it. Wow,
That'd be cool.
fair enough.
that's another episode of This or That. Thanks to Keaton for jumping in and being in front of the camera, not behind the camera. If you guys have questions, make sure to drop them in the link or in the comments down below. Excuse me. And we'll try and get them on the next episode. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Peace.